Have you ever noticed something strange? The more you chase, the more she drifts away. But the moment you get busy, focus on yourself, or pull back just a little, suddenly she texts first. She wants to see you. She feels closer. Coincidence? No. It's psychology. Today, I'm going to break down exactly why pulling back increases attraction, what's happening inside her mind emotionally, and how to use this wisely, not manipulatively, but powerfully. Because once you understand this, you'll never chase the wrong way again. Let's dive in. Here's the first truth most men ignore. Humans value what feels scarce. This is called the scarcity principle in psychology. When something feels limited, uncertain, or not fully available, it becomes more desirable. Think about it. Limited edition sneakers, hard to book restaurants, a person who isn't always available, instantly more valuable. Now apply this to attraction. When you are always texting first, always available, always adjusting your schedule, you remove uncertainty. And when certainty replaces mystery, emotional intensity drops. But when you pull back slightly, not disappearing, not ghosting, just reclaiming your time and energy, her brain shifts from comfort to curiosity. She starts asking herself, why hasn't he texted yet? What is he doing? Is he losing interest? And that small emotional tension triggers investment. Attraction isn't built on comfort alone, it's built on emotional movement. And pulling back creates movement, transition. But scarcity alone isn't enough. There's something deeper happening beneath the surface. Here's something powerful. The human brain is addicted to solving uncertainty. When something feels unresolved, we obsess over it. It's the same reason cliffhangers work in movies. When you're predictable, overly consistent, and always available, there's nothing left to solve. But when you pull back strategically, not cold, just slightly less accessible, you introduce a question mark, and question marks create emotional engagement. For example, if you normally text her every night at 10 p.m. and suddenly you don't, without explanation, her mind fills in the blanks, and the brain hates blank spaces, so she starts thinking about you more. Important, this only works if she already feels some attraction. Pulling back doesn't create attraction from zero. It amplifies existing interest. That's the key most people miss. You're not playing games. You're allowing space for her emotions to grow. Transition, but there's a fine line here. Pull back the wrong way, and you lose her. So let's talk about how to do this correctly. Pulling back is not ignoring her messages for days, acting cold or arrogant, trying to teach her a lesson, posting stories to make her jealous. That's insecurity disguised as strategy. Real pullback energy looks different. It looks like being busy with purpose, not over-explaining yourself, ending conversations first sometimes, taking time before replying, naturally, focusing on your life. Here's the subtle difference. When you chase, you seek validation. When you pull back confidently, you signal value. Women are highly intuitive to emotional neediness. The moment she senses that your happiness depends on her attention, attraction weakens. But when she feels that you enjoy her presence, yet don't rely on it, that's magnetic. It communicates, I choose you, I don't need you, and choice is powerful. Quick scenario. Imagine two men. Man A texts constantly, double texts, asks if she's upset, seeks reassurance. Man B has goals, hobbies, friends, and responds warmly, but doesn't revolve around her. Which one feels higher value? Exactly. Transition. But here's where it gets even more interesting. When you pull back correctly, three things happen inside her emotionally. She feels the shift. She notices the change in your energy. She feels potential loss. And humans are more motivated by loss than gain. This is called loss aversion. The idea of losing your attention triggers urgency. She reinvests. To regain emotional security, she moves closer. She texts first. She suggests meeting. She becomes warmer, not because you manipulated her, but because you stopped overgiving. When attention becomes earned rather than constant, it feels more valuable. And here's the truth. Attraction grows in space. When you're always there, she doesn't have room to miss you. When you create healthy distance, you give her space to feel. And feelings are what drive connection, not logic. Transition. However, there's one mistake that can destroy this entire strategy. they pull back emotionally. There's a difference between pulling back availability and pulling back warmth. You must remain playful, calm, confident, slightly mysterious. If you become cold, passive-aggressive, or distant, she senses insecurity, and insecurity kills attraction faster than over-texting. Healthy pullback feels like, I'm busy building my life. You're welcome to be part of it. Unhealthy pullback feels like, I'm withdrawing because I'm scared. Women don't move toward fear. They move toward strength. So remember, pull back physically. Stay strong emotionally. Less access. Same confidence, same warmth, more mystery. That combination is powerful. Closing, call to action. Here's the deeper truth most people won't tell you. Pulling back isn't a trick. It's about becoming centered in your own life. When you stop chasing and start choosing, when you focus on growth instead of validation, when your time becomes valuable, she feels it, and she moves closer naturally. If this video gave you clarity, comment value below so I know you're leveling up. Like this video if you've ever seen this happen in real life, and subscribe, because next time I'm breaking down the psychology of why silence can be more powerful than words. Stay confident, stay mysterious, and remember, attraction isn't forced, it's invited.